You know that nagging, just persistent ache in your lower back? It's so frustrating. You stretch it, you try to rest it, but it always seems to come back. Well, today, we're going to pull back the layers on one of the most common, but often completely missed causes of this exact problem. And it really all boils down to this question, right? If you've ever stood up from your desk after a few hours and felt that immediate, that tightness, that ache in your lower back, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But here's the thing. The answer to this question, it's probably not what you think it is. That's right. The pain you're feeling in your back is usually just the last domino to fall. It's the symptom of a problem that's actually starting somewhere else entirely. Think of it this way. Your back is the victim here, not the villain. Okay, so let's get into what's really going on. The real bad guy has a name, anterior pelvic tilt. Here's the best way to picture it. Imagine your pelvis is a big bowl full of water. Now, with a nice, neutral posture, that water stays perfectly level. But with an anterior pelvic tilt, the bowl tips forward, and the water starts spilling out the front. This one little shift is where all the trouble begins. And this is where you can really see what's happening. Look at how that forward tilt of the pelvis forces the lower spine into that really deep, exaggerated curve you see in the diagram. Now, this is not a relaxed position. It puts your vertebrae and all the surrounding muscles under this constant grinding strain. And that is the ache you feel. Okay, so we know what it is, but the real question is why? I mean, your pelvis doesn't just decide to tilt forward on its own. Something is actively pulling it out of position, and it all comes down to a powerful imbalance in your muscles. Honestly, the best way to think about this is like a big game of tug-of-war happening right around your hips. Your posture is held in place by groups of muscles pulling against each other. When everything's in balance, you stand tall, you feel great. But when one team starts pulling way too hard and the other team gets lazy and lets go with a rope, well, the whole system just collapses. And in this game of anterior pelvic tilt, we've got two very clear teams. In one corner, we have Team 1, the tight pullers. And in the other corner, you've got Team 2, the weak slackers. Let's meet the main players, shall we? So these star players for the tight pullers are your hip flexors. You can see how these powerful muscles connect from your lower spine down to the front of your thigh. Now, when we sit all day, these muscles get stuck in a short, tight position. And from there, they just start yanking down on the front of your pelvis, kicking off that whole forward tilt. So who's supposed to be on the other end of the rope pulling back? That would be Team 2's anchor, your glutes. Your glutes are supposed to pull the back of your pelvis down to keep it nice and stable. But because we sit on them so much, they get weak, they get inactive, they kind of just check out. They completely let go of the rope. And the tight hip flexors win that tug of war, no problem.